Dara, I will never be your lover, yet I will make a likeness of your loveliness, your sun-kissed face, your moonlit eyes. I found a crest of sand, from which I will give my love true form. The water shaped with ease, the sand bent just as well. The plants gave way, the beasts have fled. Even stone must give way to my love. For Dara is grander than this lake I craft, this loch beside this hill. For her, a century's task seems effortless. So hard I worked to make this jewel for Dara's crown, that I did not notice when winter took her from the summer wood, never to be Dara anymore. The work of love has made my love futile, and so I leave it to the wild. I commit myself to Ashara. I cannot love again.
By Matharu, I am growing worried for Brother Fallon. The day is come and gone, and he still has not returned. It may not have the luminous pomp of St. Odwig's, but then St. Hadwin was a modest apostle of Matharu. Our worship centers on our prayer beads and the practice of cutting and clarifying shards through sage crafting. A much larger mission in Gorehart to the west. They are unmatched in venerable years of service. I like to think what we lack therein we have in humility, in purity. Yes, we have heard of the sad affliction that has struck Dyden Hill. Thus it is when nature strays from order. Why, the great God of order, who makes the seasons to turn, life to rise from the ground, and death return to it. We have devoted our lives to this service. A goodly sort of village, though it does not have the tranquility of Dyden Hill. I swear it, he has the heart of Hadwin himself, a remarkable mind for herbs and medicines as well. Killed? Oh dear. Well, he is with Matharu now. I hesitate to ask, but did you happen to take his prayer beads? Terrible if they were left to lie there with him. Why, yes, they are. And so he is dead then? Well, he has joined Matharu. You should know we have a tradition. Rather than bury prayer beads, they are passed on to some other believer. Tell me, do you adhere to Matharu's creed? To honor and uphold the forces of order and good. Our religious mission is to see chaos and suffering laid low beneath Matharu's hammer. You have acted well and honorably thus far. It would be wrong of me to distrust you now. Matharu is not a jealous power. You are still a child of order if you do good. Keep the beads and do as I tell you. At each mission, Odwig's, Edric's, and our own, there is a special shrine to Matharu. Go you and pray at each one, and the power of Matharu will grant your beads great and greater strength. A lovely mission far to the south in the depths of the Shee. It's been many years since I've been there, I'm afraid. We mourn our brother's loss, and yet in our sorrow we acknowledge that death is part of life's pattern. Pray at the shrines of St. Edric's, St. Odwig's, and before this very mission. At each one you pray, the beads will be improved. The heart of the Feyland, some say. Fey magic is certainly at its thickest there. Matharu watch and guide you always.
It is good to see Gorhart overcome the fear that it harbored for so long. As far as I am concerned, all Fae are welcome here. I require a nominal fee only so I may eat and have a bed to call my own. The Gnome's Tower stands to the west, past Gorhart and beyond the ruins of Alistar Glade. However, no one should seek Alistar. Its secrets should be kept. The forests of this region are one of the densest in all of Amalur, and the stretch from Alistar to Issa. Those of us who live in the shadow of its canopy call Dalantarth the Feylands, because this is where these fair folk have their seat of power. The glorious Alfar city to the east is where the forces of right gather to face the Tuatha. It is an enchanting place with a long history of magic. Magic is a natural wonder, no matter how you use it. The Tuatha are the exception. Their power is tainted, and it has caused a grave imbalance. I buried everything I was when I buried my family. That is the war's legacy for many of us. That is all I have the strength to say. This has been my home ever since my love was taken by the Tuatha. After such a loss, one craves quiet, but it seems that the war has followed me here. Find the fair folk if you wish to learn the ways of magic. They understand this world in a way that is hidden from mortals. You will find many Fae in Dalantarth, as it is one of their ancestral homes. Be safe.
Hi. There you are.
These damn pockets.
Brother Fallon dead on the road. Oh, what is this town coming to? At least you have the plague shield. It will last, for a while yet at any rate. Thank you. Thank you and bless you so very, very much. If you have a need for healing, do come back. Well, she made no friends when she first settled here. Don't know which had less sense in their noggins, her or the crafter lot. And what I'd like to know is, why didn't she see it coming? Poor dear, that is an old stone. These days it's almost common to lose a friend. And I'll tell you, he was a dear one. He'll be sorely missed here and up at the mission. Me with thorough keeping. Well, on your way with you.
Have a seat.
So Brother Fallon is dead? And I thought things were bad as they could get. This means Astrid will run out of plague shields sooner or later. I'm able to supply it. The village has not always been kind to me, but never mind that. This will be my olive branch. Farewell.
story of two valiant souls I bring. Of the lords named Aermer and Creth I sing. Two hearts united against common foes. The thoughts in mind of one the other knows. Lord Creth of Fey Knights most stoic and grave. Lord Aermer's knight hand and shadow the brave. And genteel Aermer, his equal in might, the dawn to Creth's dusk, the day to his night. Here's the tale of how they stopped a troll. The Maid of Windermere misled its soul.
You there? Did the Wolfsworn send you? It's about damn time. I've been rotting in this forest for near a week, and Jory's dead. The trolls are much worse than we thought. We thought rock trolls were bad enough, But these are mountain trolls, twice as strong and very ill-tempered. We came through training together. No one could outdrink Jory. One time, I remember he actually managed to... You know what? It doesn't matter. Bastard's dead. Hell of a time we had, though. He was one of the good uns. Foul brutes. Unbelievably strong. Twice as strong as everyday rock trolls. And now they've come to Haxie. When you come across any, try to get in close. The belly is where they're tender. Slip a blade or two in there and they won't be on their feet for long. Sworn to war we are. Swords for hire. Not a bad way to make a living if you know which end of a blade to hold. Oh, excellent. Look, we meant to take care of this situation, but things got out of my control. One of the mountain trolls killed Jory. Anyhow, I'm glad someone arrived at last. The mountain trolls must be stopped. The one that got Jory is still at the camp we made out here. If you can take care of this, I'll be able to retrieve Jory's belongings from the camp. I promise you what's left of his sword as reward. All of them. I think there are 5 wandering the surface, including one at our makeshift camp. The contract was to clear the forest. Do that and I'll be able to return home with honour. Later then.
troll named Nyx had a most troubled heart. In nature it was displeased with its part. It hated its difference from the norm, and wished to shed its current form. In grief it went to the maid Windermere. She motioned to Nyx and beckoned him near. "It is your wish to be human, I see," she whispered to the troubled troll in glee. "I shall grant you your wish and make you so. You are a human now," she cackled. "Go."
I'm afraid you've caught me at a bad time, friend. The famed hospitality of the gnomes may be missing today. You see, I am in distress. I lent my journal to a fellow surveyor to record information from the Split Rock depths. His name is Horace Despero. He ventured into the caves but never returned. I'm with an outfit known as Motus Mining. We mostly operate out of Detir, but I'm in Dalentarth surveying the forest for new loads to work. Most often, you'll find we're a great source of help and advice in just about any area, from irrigation techniques to healing. The gnomes are some of the brightest, most creative minds around. Wherever there's a problem, we'll find the solution. We give so much, and ask for so little in return. Motus is a large gnomish mining company to the east. It profits by selling the resources that it mines. Surveyors like me, who work for Motus, go out into the field and record any pertinent data they find. I've heard tales of a malevolent spirit that was trapped within the cavern decades ago. Those who venture in are said never to be seen again. A fellow surveyor from the mining company back east. He went into Split Rock depths with my journal to record new findings and hasn't been back since. No, I am worried about him, and I must admit, my journal as well. It may sound selfish, but the journals we surveyors keep are very important to our work. If possible, I need to find out what became of my friend. And the journal too. I'm a surveyor from a mining company from the east. The journal contains all the data I've gathered from my exploration of the area. I lent it to Horace so that he could add data he gathered from Split Rock depths. Since he hasn't returned, I'm worried something terrible might have happened down there. If you can find out what happened, I would like to know. It should be somewhere in Split Rock depths. As I said, Horace may be trapped down there also. Please, find out what became of him, and bring the journal back to me. Goodbye.
And so the troll named Nyx to town it came, never suspecting it was still the same. It crushed the road and split into the wall, and Kref and Eärmer were surely to fall. They faced the troll and fought to no avail. The wise knights knew what was wrong in our tale. The treacherous maid Windermere at play. We know in part what is wrong with this fay. And so, Lord Aylmer shouted to Lord Creth, "Challenge this troll to a duel to the death."
Jinx! My journal! Oh, I trust this wasn't too difficult to obtain. What of Horace? A shame that. Thank you for being brave enough to retrieve this, in spite of what happened to Horace. As we agreed, here is some gold for your trouble. I appreciate your help. Terrible, terrible what happened to him. I will remember Horace Despero as the bravest gnome I ever had the pleasure to meet. He was one fine, dedicated worker. You don't find that sort of ethic much anymore.
Step with a light foot out there. Well done, friend. Well done indeed. I know in time the trolls will return, but at least now I can make it back to Shieldring Keep with my head held high. Here, take this. It was Jury's sword. Broken now, but she might be mighty again if a skilled smith wants to make her so. It's what Jury would have wanted. I was unable to complete the contract, but since you have, you best get your own eye back to Shieldring Keep and turn it in. Off with you then! Try not to die. Oh.
Castellan Delphric has given you a solemn task. I hope you conduct yourself appropriately. Now, as a pledge shield, you're truly one of the Order. Any Warsworn keeps your home, and all Shield sisters and Shield brothers your allies. Things were different before the war. We've traded piles of gold for the lives of all those pledge shields. The last poor souls who tried it came to no good, did they? A shame, but profitable for you. Here's the pay. Good then. Pledge shield.
Thank the gods. Somebody finally came. Tell us, are you from Goreheart or Dyden Hill? How many warriors travel with you? It seems you're not the assistance we requested, but don't think me ungrateful. I could... Ganarok could use someone of your particular skill. The old forest is home to countless spiders. I've heard of a time when it stretched from here to Oderath. Legends say that there was even a terrible wraith named the Widow who ruled the spiders. But such is for children's tales. Those that make their living taking the webbing from the wood so we can process it. Most of them didn't survive the first spider attacks. I'm doing my best to save this town. I'm sure you can see that. The town was built for those who made their living harvesting silk from webwood. Though dangerous, we had the bridges and magic to guard us. Unfortunately, that seems to have stopped, and we don't have the people or the defenses to hold out indefinitely. We sit on the border to webwood, most of us silk farmers. Normally, we rely on our bridges and an ancient Summerfey aura to guard us. But of late, what defenses we have are failing. These monstrous spiders strike at us from all sides. They've even gotten as far as Yolvan. A week ago, a team of hunters was led by the village's chief defender, Barton. We need someone to go find him and his party. Good. I have more information to give you regarding Barton and the hunting party. But let's not give anyone false hope. And these townsfolk are growing hysterical. Meet me on the southern bridge and we'll continue our discussion. They are a strange, mincing people. No sense of themselves or how others perceive them. They're just too caught up in their own nature. He is too new to our village to have already given his life in its defense. But I fear it may be too late to save him. The spiders. We've had an uneasy existence on the edge of Webwood. But never have we had to fear for our lives so. And our greatest warrior, Barton, is lost somewhere within it. We need you to find him. Good hunting.